Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture series on ratio analysis. You are watching Important Ratios with Sonali. Friends, in this video we shall discuss about current ratio formula, its applicability, objective and interpretation. Current ratio is a measure of liquidity. But what this liquidity means? In simple terms, liquidity means easily convertible into cash or being in cash. Whereas in financial terms, liquidity means ability to pay short-term liabilities. This ratio helps us to measure firm's ability to pay its current liabilities, and current liabilities are paid through its current assets. Therefore, to calculate this ratio, we consider two components of lower part of the balance sheet, that is total current assets and total current liabilities. Now let us have quick look on current assets and current liabilities. Current assets are assets which are held for their conversion into cash normally within a period of 1 year. Few examples are cash in hand, bank, debtors, bills receivables, stock, marketable securities, prepaid expenses, etc. Whereas current liabilities are liabilities which are expected to be paid normally within a period of 1 year. Now few examples are creditors, bills payables, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft, provision for taxation, etc. This ratio is calculated by dividing current assets by current liabilities, and it indicates the rupees of current assets available with the firm for each rupee of current liability, and it is usually expressed in proportion like 1:1, 2:1, 3:1, etc. चलो फिर देखते हैं कि इसको अप्लाई कैसे करते हैं. Now here I have taken example of total current assets and total current liabilities directly. So current assets here are rupees 2,25,000 and current liabilities are rupees 1,50,000. So current ratio comes to rupees 225,000 divided by rupees 1,50,000 comes to 9/6. So final ratio is 1.5:1. This means for every rupee 1 current liability, current assets of rupees 1.5 are available with the firm. Short term creditors are very much interested in this ratio as it measures the safety margin available for them. So that is the main objective of this ratio. As per norms or rule of thumb, current assets should be twice the current liabilities. Generally, for approving loan to the firm, banks and other financial institutions do accept a ratio of 1.33:1, but standard ratio is 2:1. Now it is very important here that before interpreting this ratio, thumb rule of 2:1 should not be used blindly. One has to check quality of debtors and stock carefully. If firm's ratio is greater than 2:1, it indicates high liquidity. Such firm has ability to meet its short-term obligations. Whereas if firm's ratio is less than 2:1, it indicates low liquidity, which means firm may face difficulty in meeting its short-term obligations. Remember that this ratio should not be too high or too low. Now you must be thinking how to decide whether it is too high or too low, right? Don't worry, it is very simple. Just compare firm's calculated ratio with its past ratios or with the ratio of another firm of the same industry or with the industry standard, industry norms. Now if ratio is too high, it indicates presence of idle funds with the firm. This means the firm has made excessive investments in current assets that may result in low profitability. And if it is too low, it shows inadequate investment made in current assets resulting into low liquidity, which may threaten the short-term solvency of the firm. This ratio is considered as healthy or good, or as mentioned here, superb, if it is exactly as per norms or nearby with good quality of stock and debtors. Let us now try to solve few questions and see interpretation. So here I have taken example of company X. Current liabilities and current assets of company X are mentioned here. Total current liabilities are rupees 1,50,000 and total current assets are rupees 3,60,000. So current ratio is equal to rupees 3,60,000 divided by rupees 1,50,000, which comes to 2.4:1. Now we don't have any information about past ratios of this firm or any other firm to compare this ratio with. So we are going to compare this ratio with standard ratio, which is 2:1. So comparing this with standard ratio, we can see that 2.4:1 is greater than 2:1, which means it is showing good liquidity position of company. But when we check or when we look at current assets composition, it shows that company has invested huge amount in stock and debtors. Now stock may contain slow moving and obsolete inventories which are not easily convertible into cash, and debtors also may contain doubtful or slow paying debtors. So here we can say that company has to undertake corrective measures to improve its liquidity position. Now here you can talk about liquidity position more clearly after learning liquidity ratio, and about quality of stock and debtors you can talk more clearly only after knowing stock velocity and debtors collection period. Okay. So moving to next question. Next question is calculate current ratio, compare and interpret. Okay. So we have data of two companies, company Y and company Z. Look at totals. For company Y, total current liabilities are 2,50,000 and total current assets are rupees 4 lakh. And for company Z, total current liabilities are again 2,50,000 and total current assets are rupees 4 lakh. Okay, that means current ratio for both the companies is rupees 4 lakh divided by rupees 2,50,000, which comes to 1.6:1. Fine. So now let us check the composition of current assets for both the firms. Now in company Y, out of 4 lakh rupees, cash is 50,000, inventory is 2 lakh and debtors are 1,50,000. Okay. So it shows that out of total current assets of rupees 4 lakh, huge amount, that is rupees 3,50,000 is invested in inventory and debtors which are not easily convertible into cash. Whereas in company Z, if we look at composition, cash is 50,000, marketable securities are 1,50,000, inventory is 1,50,000 and debtors are 50,000. Okay. That means only rupees 2 lakh are blocked in inventories and debtors, whereas rupees 2 lakh are invested in cash and cash equivalents, which shows high liquidity. Therefore, we can say that liquidity position of company Z is better than company Y. Moving to next question. Okay. So the next question is state whether the current ratio will improve, decline or will have no change in each one of the following cases if current ratio is 1.7:1. Now before moving to the cases, first mark this point here that current assets are more than current liabilities. Okay, so first case is payment of current liability. So these are transactions. Okay, so first transaction is payment of current liabilities. Both the total current assets and total current liabilities are decreased by same amount as cash is paid to liabilities. So naturally current ratio will improve. Next transaction is sale of stock in trade at profit for cash. Okay. So current assets are increased by the amount of profit, but liabilities remain unchanged as sale is taken place at profit. So naturally again it will improve. Cash collected from debtors. Okay. There is only conversion of one current asset into another current asset by same amount. So there won't be any change in our current ratio. Redemption of debentures for cash. Cash paid to debenture holders. Okay. So therefore only current assets are decreased as debentures are long term liabilities. Because it is paid in cash, current assets are decreased, but debentures are long term liabilities, therefore current liabilities will remain unchanged, so ratio will decline. Bills payable discharged. Both the total current assets and total current liabilities are decreased by the same amount as bills are paid in cash, so ratio will improve. Purchase of stock in trade on credit. Both the current assets and current liabilities are increased by same amount, so ratio will decline. Okay, last transaction is issue of new shares against purchase of fixed assets. So shares are part of long term liabilities and fixed assets are part of long term assets. Therefore both current assets and current liabilities will remain unchanged, there won't be any change, so ratio will remain unchanged. Now please keep in mind that in this question current ratio was 1.7:1, means current assets were more than current liabilities. Effects of above cases or above transactions other than fourth and last will change if current ratio is 1:1, that is current assets are equal to current liabilities, or current ratio is less than 1, that is current assets are less than current liabilities. Okay friends, in this lecture we have discussed about current ratio formula, its application, interpretation and effects of changes made in the composition of current assets and current liabilities on current ratio. In next lecture we shall discuss everything about quick ratio. Till then, take care, study well and keep smiling. Thank you.